This is the movement video. I finished the morning, the spiritual study, the putting it into the behavioral engineering, just letting God just pour love over me. And now I'm moving into the movement part because the trauma resides. So the whole last one was about the trauma vortex and the healing vortex. And now I'm taking my movement and I'm going to move it from the trauma vortex into the healing vortex. And so as I started moving, I started really noticing all of the significant pain is in my right hip and my left shoulder. And I do a somatic exercise where I lay on my tummy and put my hand, turn my head and hand, and then from the prone position, I lift my head and hand, the left head and hand and arm, and the right hip. And that's establishing a connection between something. It's one of the somatic movements, and this is where I have problems because all of the parts aren't together yet. The pieces are coming together. So I'm off balance. I could have never felt that before if I hadn't done that exercise, the somatic awareness. So I noticed when I moved my arm, this is hard, this way, just like up, put the weight on my right leg. So I'm going to explore that for a minute. I'm going to explore that movement and the sensations in my body without actually holding it. My body's fatigued. My pain levels. Okay, my discomfort is 10. My pain level is when I'm standing, easily 8. When I'm sitting, 4. Why do I care about all these things? I care because I have to find comfort, leisure for my body. My body's in a trauma state the majority of the time, so I have to concentrate and figure out how to give my body actual leisure. Moving more, titrating, new word, into titrating that leisure in this moment, because right now, just even noticing everything, my body has calmed significantly. Okay, so see, it's hard to even imagine because with my memory, I have really had to learn to go backwards, which we can all do. It's easy. But I had to use that to go backwards to find the triggers because that I felt in the movement is so gone because of some part of my memory that's not working correctly. But that'll be fixed also. Okay, so I got to get really comfortable. Because I'm uncomfortable. My discomfort's not 10. Yeah, maybe 10. Okay. And I just have to notice. The fatigue is 10. Okay, so when I get up and move, my energy goes away. The fatigue is 10. I haven't done any breathing. Okay, so we're going to do 5 deep breaths. I like to notice the switch. Breathe in. Feel the inhale turn to an exhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Feel the inhale turn to an exhale. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so I've regained coherence and clarity. Now I have to focus. Okay, it's the trapezoid on the right side, and it kind of feels like from the top of the trap, it kind of feels like something that goes from the trapezoid up at the shoulder down to right below my ribs. I can feel an arc there. So now I'm going to explore where in my cognition, where in my actual brain structure am I feeling the majority of the activation. Wow, it's my right side. So this whole right side, my temporal lobe, and I believe that's where my trauma vortex is. And then the sensations in my body, when I just even put those two things together, I feel like I could vomit and have a happy body. So this is a nervous system response. So now I'm going to see which of my internal family systems is active. Justice is active. Justice is a manager, a protector. Justice wants to protect me from rejection, judgment, abandonment, neglect. When my brain first broke and I invited my pastor to a therapy session, and I wanted my therapist to understand this is a spiritual journey. And I could not apparently communicate well because he said, his response was no. This couldn't be. So an already trauma brain that had gone from 100 to 0 in sin, who understood what was going on but could no longer communicate, Nebuchadnezzar, watch out. He only had 12, how many seasons? 12 seasons? I had 6.5 years in the wilderness to ponder all of this, let me tell you. And I couldn't even until a month ago. I couldn't put these parts together. Wow. Okay, so Justice, basically, I'm going to ask Justice to step back. Oh, thank you for all of the work. Can you see my nervous system just went, that can be a nervous system response, and it actually feels really good. It's just a deep vibration, like a sigh. Oh, so Justice is like, wow, Justice is happy. Stuck got happy last week. So the music goes, let the water rise, and all my little minions are swimming in my brain. Everybody's happy. And the arc is still there, but this is okay because I'm dealing with a whole body, not just my mind, not just the pain, not just my brain activity, but my cognition as well. So even though I'm in a painful place, I can change some thoughts. I'm doing neurosurgery. Excuse me. So now I'm going to titrate into my healing, moving body. Because for my journey, I cannot process and communicate over here, and have physical activity, the healing part over here. And the physical activity is the swimming, walking, painting. So I have to choose between the healing vortex and the trauma vortex. But it's a choice now. It was never a choice. Oh, praise God. Okay, so I'm going to just notice all the happiness and the integration in my family systems. Oh, and that little arc just went ting and diminished a bit. Okay, so now I'm going to notice the activity. Wow. The activity in my brain feels like my entire brain is active. And like it's all fluid. It feels like an ocean. And it has not felt like that. This is a first. Weaving it into a beautiful tapestry. Wow. That's our God. These songs run my function. Now I just release every preconception. I'm just laying down everything. And now I must find my anchor point. And for me, recently, my anchor point is my lips, because my lips speak or not. And now I'm going to triangulate. I will go between my lips, the physical sensation, but I'm holding my awareness in my lips. There's no pain here. I'm going to observe the actual pain in my, it's just down in my ribs now. It's not up in the trapezoid anymore. It's moved down to just in the ribs. Breathing, when you breathe. Okay, and it's pretty significant. So, and then oh wow. Just putting my awareness there, it just lessened so significantly. And now it's more my chest area of just a little tightness. It's like there's a job going on. God's just healing the broken parts, and the pain is all related to the heart issue and the mind. And as I'm just releasing it all, taking every thought captive, and just feeling the music in my body. Now I'm going to move back up into my brain. Wow, when I move up to my brain is very fluid, but my ribs from the outside of my lowest back rib, like that one rib. Okay, so I'm going to move a little bit. Because it all started with movement, it will end with movement. Okay, happy family systems, fluid brain, time to move. Now, everything in me goes, oh, no, not time to move. Moving's hard. I'm fatigued. I'm exhausted. All those came, but really that's not truth. The truth is my brain is fluid and all lighting up nicely. I'm not in the trauma vortex on the right side. Okay, so my truth is my brain is fluid. I'm not in the trauma vortex. My family systems are integrated and happy at the moment because I'm operating in integration at this moment. So I'm pendulating over into the healing vortex, and I'm adding the movement back into there. So then the goal is functional movement by the end of this. Okay, I have coherence and clarity, 100%. Oh, let's do the movement and see what happens. I have no pain in my right hip or up through my left trapezoid. I can wiggle my hips. I can do my cha-cha. Okay, this is the boot camp, this is triangulation, and this is a restored nervous system. of which has taken a really long time because I couldn't walk or talk or read or write or reason or think or parent. And while I still have great limitations, I can communicate again. I'm a behavioral engineer. If you can't get to the root, and the root here is the trauma, it's the multisensory speeds of the trauma entering into us and boom, right into that trauma vortex. We've got to use pendulation and get back into the healing vortex. Trauma, parasympathetic, sympathetic, freeze, flight, fight. Healing, breathe. No, breathe. Pendulate. Trauma vortex, stay, 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 stay. Healing vortex, little. Titration. Intentional changing into the healing vortex. Trauma comes. Breathe. Awareness into the healing vortex. Trauma comes. Breathe. Coherence and clarity into the healing vortex, the truth, life, word. Pendulation becomes here. And then awareness, the anchor, stability. We've got to learn to be stable in the healing vortex. In the trauma vortex, chaos, confusion. In the healing vortex, the truth, no matter what that looks like or feels like, if you can't move your body, if you can't talk, order. There's still order in the healing vortex. This is a hard journey to get from the trauma vortex to the healing vortex. Equipped to equip, not only through education, but experience. Wow. Our God can use Linda from Colorado. A life of trauma and hurt. And orchestrate a symphony of perceptual learning from multi-disciplines. I feel heaven's embrace.